Okay, the kid at heart is coming out. I can't focus. Okay, wait, I'm supposed to look at a camera, but there's just so much to look at here. Mike, Bounty Hunter Toys, Ottawa Street, which is just south of Cannon Street.
Yes,
yes.
Right at the corner of Roxborough.
Okay, there you go. So now you know, Bounty Hunter Toys, you want to bring out the kid in you and be, I'm just so excited. I have goosebumps. All right, Mike, we're going to spend the morning here. We're going to talk about all of the great toys you have here, the vintage toys, and we're going to have a look at different sections. But tell us overall, what is it you do here at Bounty Hunter Toys?
We sell fun. We sell toys.
I love it.
Yeah, we sell toys for kids of all ages. I don't care if you're 2 or 100. We'll probably have a toy you had when you were a kid or that you want.
Right, which is exactly, as soon as I walked in here, my eyes are lit up and I'm just feeling my childhood all over again. So let's take a little walk.
Sure,
there's so many different sections in here, and that's why we get to spend the morning with you. But what's your favorite section? Do you have a favorite section here?
I'm kind of partial to the Star Wars section.
Okay.
Myself.
I can't wait to get to that.
Yeah, I'm a big Star Wars fan. I also like a lot of the stuff I had when I was a kid you don't see too often. Like the company called Mego put out these really good toys. They're back again, actually. The company just came back.
Wow.
Yeah. And stuff like Micronauts and He-Man and Transformers, the stuff that I had when I was a kid. That's what I'm more partial to.
Yeah. And what are your hours of operation?
We're open almost every day. We're closed Sundays and Mondays.
Okay, great.
Mondays, because everyone runs a business, got to take care of real life stuff. But Tuesday to Saturday, pretty much 10:30 till 5 o'clock.
Okay.
This kind of thing.
That's great. And I'm looking around and I'm seeing not just toys, but there's board games, there are comic books.
Yeah, we try to do a little bit of everything. So we got stuff I liked, when I was a kid. So I've got video games, we got comic books, we got board games, we got statues. We try to do some replicas, other prop items, once they come in. Try to do a little bit of everything. We don't want to be tied down to be just, that toy store that just has Star Wars.
Right.
Because everybody does Star Wars.
Yes.
So we wanted to expand, and we have Simpsons and Barbies and ponies and superheroes and He-Man and Battlestar Galactica and so many things.
And I would imagine when people come in here, they probably spend quite a lot of time, or they want to at least.
Well, they do, yeah. We have people come in, and we've heard phrases like, wow, this is like walking through my childhood.
Yes.
To, like, oh, my brother had that, and I broke my sister's Barbie. That was the Barbie she broke. I better buy it for her,
Oh, how nice,
yeah. So we get people a lot of times, too, coming in to buy gift cards for the relatives, and then they buying a Batman figure.
Yeah.
Or a Simpsons figure, because they're like, oh, I wanted this.
Great gift ideas.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to go, but we'll be back, and I'm seeing some Cabbage Patch Kid dolls, and one exactly like the one I had. So I'm going to run over there, and Morning Live, we're going to be back. Bounty Hunter Toys on Ottawa Street. There she is, Andrew. See the one with the red hair? And her name was Amanda. We'll be back. Bounty Hunter Toys, Morning Live. I am so excited. The kid in me is coming out, and you can come into Bounty Hunter Toys on Ottawa Street and have this experience too. I had this Cabbage Patch doll, and there are so many here. Mike, this store is amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll start. We're in the quote-unquote girls section right now.
Girls youth, we'll say.
Girls youth section. Because, why? Tell us about this. Why is this section very important?
Well, not a lot of places tend to quote girl toys.
Okay.
Classic girl toys, we'll say.
Yeah, classic, yeah.
So, it's very tough when you go into a place to find Strawberry Shortcake or Cabbage Patch Kids or older Barbies or anything like that.
Right.
So earlier this year, we asked our social media fan base, test the female demographic of it. What do you guys want? What did you guys like when you were a kid? What did your brother break? Stuff like that. And it was overwhelming. So that led to us having a day called Girls Rock, which we just celebrated the girl collector, the female collector.
Yeah.
And we had cosplayers outside. We had discounts just for women in here. It went over great. We're probably going to have it back next year, but we're going to put more planning into it because we only threw it together in like 2 weeks this year.
Well, you did pretty good, and you came up with all of this.
Yeah, well, the girl stuff we've been doing for a couple of years now. Yeah, we took over the second half of this business, the store next door, about 3 years ago, I guess.
Okay.
And one of the things I wanted to do was to make a bigger draw for the female collector out there, And females don't just collect girl toys either.
No, and you don't have to. I played with my brother's toys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't know it. But
they play video games, and they're exactly like guys.
But still, it does bring out the little girl, and I'm seeing there's Sesame Street, Strawberry Shortcake, of course, very classic.
My Little Pony.
Oh, My Little Pony over there.
Disney princesses.
This is amazing, and I'm seeing you even have light.
Yeah, old school light, and it works too.
Wow, yeah. Bob and Annette, I'm sure you had light bright when you guys were young. This is amazing. And the barn, my daughter has one, but it's more of a modern version. So, Oh, I just love it. Okay, now you have Barbies.
Yes.
And this, Andrew, you have to pan in on this. The Michael Jackson doll. That is the highlight of my day. That is amazing, Mike. Just amazing. So basically you get people come in. Oh, there's even an Annie down there. I'm sorry, I'm getting so excited. But you have people come in with toys.
Yes.
You're an expert, and you tell them whether their toys are worth something or not.
Yeah, well, every toy is worth something to somebody.
Sentimentally,
okay?
yes.
And there's no wrong way to collect. So if you're happy collecting your stuff incomplete without weapons or accessories or whatever, that's great. It's cheaper for you that way.
Right.
We cater to the people that want to collect with mint items, complete items, or in the box items.
Okay.
You know, we're not overly too fussy. We'll buy incomplete items because we might be able to use the backpack from this character or the shoes from this character. You know? Or the Michael Jackson, for example, he's missing his microphone.
Oh,
so if anyone
Michael
has one, I need one.
I might have had one when I was young, but I think I gave it away.
It's probably long gone.
Yeah. But these are all great things to consider when you're coming in. Whether you're a girl or a boy, or you like to play with both toys, you can come to Bounty Hunter Toys on Ottawa Street, and we'll be back because there's so much more to talk about, including Jedis, right, Mike?
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah. May the Force be with you. Morning Live. Bye-bye. Bounty Hunter Toys on Ottawa Street, between Cannon and Main Street. Mike, the owner, I have to thank you, Mike. I'm having the greatest time here. Thank you so much. Or my little girl, the little girl inside of me.
That's part of the joy of this store, is seeing people come in and like revert to a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Immediately. Like I said, we sell kids for all ages, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter your age now, but you're walking around here, you're 8 years old.
And walking out with a smile on your face.
Exactly.
All right, comic books. Oh my goodness, our producer Dawn must love this section. Tell us about comic books, and how do you know if they're worth something?
Well, comics have been collectible for a very long time.
Yes.
Right? It's been on the forefront. I mean, clearly we have movies like Avengers and you know, Justice League and that out all the time. Comics was a natural progression for us. I've always done comics over the 26 years that I've been doing this. But when we had an option to expand our store, I was like, I want a comic section. So we put it to where we wanted to buy comic runs and comic collections. We bought like Good Amazing Spider-Man and Justice League and Daredevil runs, and it just kind of snowballed from there. So while we do a lot of comics, we're still the toy shop that does comics. Now, we're not a comic shop.
And you said something about trading a comic for a toy?
Yeah, that's what we found a lot of people like to do. They like to trade. You know, there might be a specific issue in here that they really need, and you know, they have a toy that we need. We'll trade them. We're cool with that, you know. That's a big thing of this business. There's a lot of trading, barter system, I guess you could call it. You know, we buy toys, we buy collections, we buy comics, we buy video games. It doesn't really matter. We're pretty laid back. So, I mean, if you have a toy that we can use, we'll trade you a comic, no problem.
Okay. So comic books, it's where it all began, into superheroes, toys, movies, and of course you have a superhero section.
Oh, of course we do. Of course we do.
Who's your favorite superhero, Mike?
My favorite superhero is a villain. It is the Joker.
Oh, the Joker. See, I love Superman.
If I gotta pick a hero, I don't know. I mean, I could annoy my friend Sean and say it's not Superman, but it's probably going to be Superman.
Oh, see, me too. I love Superman.
Spidey's a very close second, though.
He's great too, Spidey. So tell us about your superheroes here. And can I ask you, when a movie comes out, does that boost your sales?
Well, of course it does. I mean, interest is always there, and people go looking for toys, and you know, the major chains don't always carry stuff they're looking for.
Yes.
So, for example, the new Venom movie comes out in a couple of months, and we've been selling out of Venom comics and figures, and it's been nuts. I can't hold Venom items in stock right now.
Really?
Yeah, it happens all the time. Avengers came out, and it was Captain America and Spider-Man and Thanos, and they were just all disappearing too.
And I guess with the Transformer movie, although you said that you need to boost your Transformer section,
our Transformers sell very well.
Right. But you need more.
It's the first time ever that we're a little bit low.
Okay, are you hearing that at home?
Transformer toys too, yeah.
So anybody with Transformer toys, bring them in, and then you'll let them know.
We'll show you those really quickly. But
okay. All right. We'll do that when we're talking about Star Wars. We'll kind of
right
mix
before
them
Star
together.
Wars, we'll lead up.
All right, We're having a great time. Bounty Hunter Toys, Ottawa Street. Morning Live. We'll be back to talk so much more about the great toys and everything here. This is my new favorite store, Vintage Toys. Mike, the owner, has been sharing everything with us here, although I don't think we even had enough time to touch on everything.
We need the full morning live to do this. Yeah,
the full Monty, right?
We'll have to do live remote with Bob and them here instead.
Yes,
yeah.
that would be a great idea. Okay, so we need to just quickly talk about Transformers because you need a few more Transformers.
We need every toy that comes out, don't get me wrong. But our Transformers case used to be entirely full, and I guess we're selling them too cheap because we don't have much left.
Ah, I see.
So we always need Transformers.
And there was a specific Transformer you needed?
Era. It's called Generation 1. So Transformers has been out for over 30 years now. Like there's a line out now. There was a line out 5 years ago. There's movie line, you know. So we need stuff that's in the package, out of the package. We're not too fussy on it. We'll even take them if they're incomplete. Just have weapons. We'll take the weapons. We can always use that stuff.
Okay.
Always, yeah.
Mike, I'm feeling the force. Please take me to the Star Wars
section.
This way,
Padawan.
Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Andrew, you have to get all this. This is just unbelievable. Where do we start, Mike? Where do we start?
Well, start with the vintage stuff, back in the good old days of the original stuff from '77. I mean, Star Wars has been around 41 years now. And I just aged myself. But,
the Millennium Falcon, I love it. Now, you were saying it's hard to get things in the box?
They're worth more in the box.
Okay.
Always worth more in the box. Yeah.
Always worth more in the box.
Most people know we're looking for stuff in the package. We try to pay a fair amount for stuff in the package. You know, clearly, Millennium Falcon's actually one of the more common items, though. It's surprising, but we always seem to have a box Falcon.
Okay,
always.
so for instance, you have this toy. We don't need to talk about price points, but box versus that. But you will still look at toys that aren't in the box.
Oh, of course. We love the loose ones. Yeah. I mean, I'm buying a toy. This is great for a collector, don't get me wrong, but you know, sometimes you just got to play with your toys.
Yeah,
right?
That is true. So with the new young generation, of course, they're being introduced to a whole new Star Wars. When they come in, are they getting into the vintage Star Wars?
Some are.
Classic?
Well, see, this is where good parenting comes in.
Yes,
if you're a good parent, you will show your children the original Star Wars trilogy.
Or it's up to you, Mike. When the kids come in,
I'm not going to parent somebody's kids for them, but I will happily show them Chewbacca and get them interested.
Okay, and you know, I want to talk about kids. So, you know, some kids they're getting something across the street to drink, a donut. They maybe have $5 in their pocket, their allowance money. Can they come in the store and find something?
Yeah, we got cheap Star Wars figures. G.I. Joe, we got a wrestling bin of like $2 figures and up, of course.
Okay.
We've got miscellaneous bin. You know, there's like Fraggles in there and GoBots.
Fraggles,
of course,
Fraggles.
Yeah. There's so much cheap stuff in here. I mean,
there's
no end. Yes, like I said before, it's from every kid from like the age of 1 up to 100.
Up to 100.
Doesn't matter. Everybody. 3 things are certain in life: toys, taxes, and death. Right. Okay. So we want to have fun before the last one gets here.
You know what? Those are good final words. We've been spending the morning here at Bounty Hunter Toys on Ottawa Street. Thank you so much, Mike. This has been so much fun. Morning Live. I hope all of you, our family, will stop in here. Once again, Bounty Hunter Toys on Ottawa Street between Main and Cannon.